God, we're live.
And we've made multiple attempts to get him on the show, so this time we just used desperation, and we managed to finally get him.
Elusive.
He's like the Bruce Wayne of suicide prevention.
Yes.
So I'm going to actually, can I just give Tony 20 minutes to talk about what I was going to talk about?
No.
Okay, all right. Dang it.
Burn! Burn a Beau Pinkham burn! Classic burn Beau Pinkham!
Oh boy. Anyway, he's on a bed. So net neutrality is...
Always.
I want to talk about my first experience with Beau Pinkham in the sex pit. We were at... It's true.
We've really started encountering the fact that people can easily mask themselves online. I mean, to the point where it's just like a couple of clicks.
People are discussing a suicide attempt right before it's happening or as it's happening on various social media platforms.
I mean, I'd say ambiguity is harder on people than even just the finite, I know that this person's attempted and I need to do something about that now.
But people definitely have an experience when you call the cops and send them to their door.
You can pay somebody $5 a month or for free. They'll give you some software that allows you to appear to be any place. You can be in Vietnam or London or New York City or wherever, and you're really...
New York City!
You know, what are you doing with a remote volunteer who's chatting with someone who says that they're probably going to act on a plan tonight, and then they've used a VPN to completely hide their IP address, so we have literally no recourse for helping this person once that chat's done.
We want more VPN battle. VPN battle, begin!
I guess I'll explain what VPNing is for everybody. It's are you ready, Tony? Because
I'm definitely ready.
All right, because I'm probably going to...
Now, do I think that the poor audience is ready for the win?
I mean,
there's more parallels between crisis intervention and law enforcement first responders than between typical mental health treatment settings.
And the law behaves as if we know things we don't with the certainty we don't in situations that are really ambiguous.
We actually turned a rescue into an outcome instead of a bad thing.
I think there's a basic communication deficit that's happening with a lot of our crisis services.
We've got no evidence of any kind that dispatching the police in those situations is life-saving, that it's suicide preventive. It's quicker to send the police than to do good crisis intervention.
Google Voice and Skype have completely changed the game for, you know, how people get in touch with us over phones.
I think the answer is really easy. You do what you can do.
We are responsible to and not for the people we serve.
We need to be able to live with uncertainty. You do the best job you can on the case that you just handled, and you got to roll.
So a lot of this anxiety of how do I keep them from killing themselves, not how do I give them good service, make sure they're informed about their choices, informed about what our policies and practices are.
I always call us the EMTs of mental health, right? We're going to be right there on the scene, you know, dealing with this person and trying to do whatever we can. And right now, in a lot of communities, like, we're it.
You should have a procedure in place that says, here's the steps, you follow the steps, and you trust the process, and you have to let it go.
To quote the Big Lebowski, nothing's fucked here, dude.
Concrete, hard-written regulations are important, and you can work within them based on individual needs and the nuances of the person at risk to make sure that they receive the most appropriate care.
You have to give people the time to get through it. Net neutrality will affect crisis intervention in a big way.
These are uncertain things. Create as much certainty as you can. Create a structure that will solve a lot of the problem, right? There's no 100% perfect way to locate people. There's no 100% perfect response to imminent risk and how you go about assuring that someone's safe. But have a policy that does the best job it can so that you create stability and structure for your staff. That's really important.